You charged $1,000 and made less money. He cut his course price in half and started making more money. He had a $1,000 course and nobody was buying it. You open the sales dashboard, you check it again. One sale, then nothing. Hours go by, then days, and the number doesn't move. People keep visiting. They look, they hesitate, they leave. And that starts to get to you because the problem doesn't seem to be the course. It seems to be that exact moment. When someone sees the price and decides to wait, you stare at the $1,000 on the screen. You know what it took to build that course. The hours, the experience, everything you put into it. Lowering the price feels wrong, like you're telling people it isn't worth what it's worth. But the behavior doesn't change, and that's when you realize something uncomfortable. They're not telling you no, they're telling you later, and later never comes. So you do something you never wanted to do. You drop it to $4.97, half the price, same promise, same content. And for a second, it feels like you just lost. But then something strange happens. People start coming in. One sale, then another, then another. The dashboard finally starts moving. But that's not the important part because the real twist happens after the payment, once the student is already inside. Once they've seen the value, once they've made some progress, then you open the next door. Coaching, private community, direct access, certification. Not as pressure, but as the natural next step. And that's when the conversation changes. They're no longer thinking about whether it's worth getting in, that part is over. Now they're thinking about how much more they want to get out of it, how much faster they want to move, how much closer they want to stay. And that second decision ends up being worth more than the first one, sometimes a lot more. Because the cheaper course was never the full business, it was the entry point, the part that lowers resistance, the part that makes that first yes feel less risky. And once someone gets in, everything changes. They're not comparing from the outside anymore. They're deciding from the inside. You never won on the course itself. You won on what happened after. The lower price didn't destroy the business. It unlocked it. Because the problem was never really the price. The problem was almost nobody ever got far enough to see what came next.